Benedict of Nursia.
Saint Benedict is, to me, a monumental figure in all of world history, especially, of course, in Europe, which he profoundly shaped. In 1964, Pope Paul VI declared him the patron saint of Europe, thereby also expressing his deep concern that Europe might lose its soul, because the soul of Europe is a Christian one.
In a world torn apart, a man begins to ask questions.
Benedict of Nursia was a deep seeker. He was looking for something that was tugging at his soul.
Who was he, this quiet man from Nursia?
Benedict was sent to Rome for his education and studies. There, he saw many fall into the abyss of vice. So he withdrew his foot, which he had just set upon the threshold of the world, before he, too, might be drawn into its way of life and fall completely into the depths.
Wait, Holy Father, you speak too fast.
What did he see that we have forgotten?
For Benedict, it was essential. God is not something beyond this world, but present within it. To find God here, this seems to me to be one of Benedict's central insights.
Director Luc Gasser follows in his footsteps through dust, stone, and silence.
Whatever you do, you must come from here.
Benedict flees the world and finds the sacred in the darkness of solitude.
But if there is true communion with God, then it leads us outward to be able to be of service to others by means of the way that we have deepened our life by our common prayer.
A vision becomes a rule becomes order, an order becomes a world.
The Life of Benedict, written by Gregory the Great, was the second most read book in the early Middle Ages after the Bible. It was a bestseller, and through its wide distribution, Benedict gained his lasting significance.
The fascinating thing is that, even after more than 1,000 years, his rule still speaks meaningfully to our time.
Not a hero, not a saint, just a man surrendering himself to God.
Habitare secum, to dwell with oneself. Perhaps we can say that today we are often driven by external forces. The media, constant attention pulled to the cell phone.
Luc Gasser asks, what remains when everything external falls away?
Benedict remains, though at a historical distance. We don't know that much about him personally. What we do know is his rule, and that has a kind of nobility. He does not impose himself on us.
Benedict of Nursia, a film like a pilgrimage, a meeting with the invisible.
I believe we must begin again, from the ground up, to bear witness to Christ, simply through how we live.
Coming soon to your cinema.